Greetings, beautiful earthlings. My name is Star. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I'm super glad you did. And if you are returning, y'all the real MVP, you already know. So if I'm looking the same in a bunch of videos, it's because I've been just backlogging videos. There are mostly, it's like Thursday through Sunday I can't shoot videos. So I'm trying to get ahead of myself and just backlog a whole bunch of videos. So that's why I look the same in all of them. And if you did not see the last one, like I said, this shirt says enjoy the journey. It has been faded long ago, and that's why I finally just bleach dyed it, had fun with it. So I know if I was watching a video that would bug the crap out of me trying to figure out what that says. So don't worry about it. It says enjoy the journey. We don't have to worry about it. And I also did give the disclaimer that I've got landscapers outside, so if you hear, if you hear walking around or talking, that's what that is. It's kind of frustrating, but I at least close the windows, that way we don't have to hear too much of it. But you know, I might occasionally look up and get weird, so that's why. But you saw the title, you know why we're here. I'm so excited. We are doing another deck review. I promise these are already almost done. I know it gets kind of stale really fast when I'm just doing deck reviews, especially when I've got a whole bunch of them, but I do believe this should be my last one, if I am correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is my last one. Yay, guys, we made it through all the deck reviews. I didn't even realize this was the last one. How exciting. So, yeah, you know why we're here, guys. And first of all, before I forget, if you're not already following me on Facebook and Instagram, all that information is in the description box below, as it always is. So I post Instagram exclusive content. I can hide things on Instagram. I can do sneak peeks. So I love doing that. It's very interactive, and I'm still such a small channel that I'm willing to talk with everyone. Hey, we can be friends. Why not? So go ahead, follow me on Instagram. You get to see everything before everybody else does, especially when I do a bunch of videos like this. I keep them on the back burner for a couple days, so Instagram knows what's coming before it comes. So if you guys are one of those people like me where you hate waiting, you hate surprises, go ahead and do that, and you can see what everybody's gonna see beforehand. It's really fun to do things like that. So let's go ahead and jump in to our last deck review for a while. I think maybe a couple weeks, maybe a month or two. I'm not quite sure how long these decks are going to take to get here, but I do have 4 more on the way. If you have not seen my tarot deck haul video, I will link that in the description box below. But all of these tarot decks did come from the wonderful boys and girls of my gift exchange and my Wicca for Beginners group. And as I said in, I believe it was that video, I'm not sure, I've done a lot since then, I'm not linking that group. I'm trying not to say the full name of it on purpose because we are already at 30,000 members, so I'm trying really hard to keep it small. I mean, to keep it from booming at least. I don't want a whole bunch of people jumping in there because it's already ridiculous, and I am a moderator in that group, so I would like to try to keep it a little bit easier on myself. So, that's what we are doing. That's where all of these beautiful tarot decks came from. And at some point I would like to do book reviews for all those books that I got as well, but that's going to be a little bit down the road because I have to read all of those books, you know. So let's go ahead and jump into this last one. I'm so excited. I didn't realize this was the last one. Yay! Let's go ahead and take a drink together, you guys. Get your water, get your coffee, get your tea since you are joining me first thing in the morning. I've got coffee. I love coffee. So, you already know what we're doing. If you guys have been, if you watched the deck haul, if you've been on Instagram, you know what we're doing. You know what this last one is, but this one is super cute, and I'm so excited for this one. I didn't think I would like this as much as I do. This is the Smith-Waite Centennial version. So this one is also in a tin, and it's one of those cute little pocket-sized ones. So it's got a little pocket-sized book, and as I show you guys, not too much in the reading department on the book because it's just a little book. And the cool thing about this is that it does have two little pictures of Pixie's original art. I do believe her name is Pamela Coleman something or other. I just know they call her Pixie. So Pixie's original art is these guys, which is really cool. It's really nice that they do that. So yeah, I am pleasantly surprised by this deck. I did not think I was going to like this one as much as I do, and I have been digging this deck a whole lot. This is one of those ones where I was kind of about it, where I was like, I don't think I would like that. I don't think I would like playing with that. And it is one of those ones I've had on my list for a while that I put on the back burner because if you guys have been following me for a while, you know I didn't like the Smith-Waite imagery. I was not a big fan of the whole Rider-Waite imagery of no names on the Lesser Arcana, and that's how I ended up with my Radiant deck. But here's the back, which is really cool. They're constantly changing that up. And here is the front. Look at that, you guys. So this is the original artwork. So we've got really, really muted colors in here, okay? Really flat. It's not dimensional like the Radiant or the Universal. Super flat. But they are muted colors. And it obviously, you see, we don't have those names on the Lesser Arcana, and as I have grown as a tarot reader, I finally decided to bite the bullet, jump into the Rider-Waite decks, because I need to learn that, because I've noticed a lot of decks are like that, where they don't put the names on the Lesser Arcana. And I do a lot of researching, I watch a lot of videos, I read a lot of reviews on things when I'm trying to buy a tarot deck, because I really like having those names on the Lesser Arcana. But most of them, especially even the newer decks, which is surprising to me, they stay in line with that original Rider-Waite and they don't put names on those Lesser Arcana. So I decided it's time. You know, I'm doing pretty good, retaining my knowledge, and it's time for me to learn how to read these without the names. So I absolutely love these muted colors. I didn't think I would. I thought it was going to be hard to look at. I thought it was going to make me like tired of looking at them eventually, and it really doesn't. And if you notice, these are, I'm not sure if you can tell, they're off-white. That border is not white, they're off-white. So it's a very dull looking deck at first glance. But what I like about these cards is that they are slightly thinner than the other the Radiant and the Universal. So that immediately made for a better shuffle. And they are another slight size difference. I don't know why they do that, where they just shave the tiniest bit off of the edges, but it makes for a beautiful, wonderful shuffle. I am really digging this deck, you guys. I did not think I would. They also included Pixie's handwriting in these. Someone said that that is why they love this deck. This is in line with originally how Pixie had done it, and it just makes you feel closer to the artwork, closer to the original time that these decks were put together, which is really cool. So I'm really digging the crap out of this deck. Like, I'm blown away by it. I didn't think I would be, because in my mind it was the original of the original, you know what I mean? And I was like just kind of about it, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it so much. I'm loving it way more than my Radiant right now. Way more than my Universal, way more than my Radiant. And the only reason why I don't love it more than my Mini is because my Mini is a little firecracker. So I think, ooh, I just love the feel of these cards. I think that I'm gonna try to get another video done really quick about the slight differences between all of my Rider-Waite decks. I keep saying Radiant, Rider-Waite. And what I would recommend now, as opposed to what I used to recommend. So I am super, super grateful to Christian for this deck. Sorry, I had to figure out which deck I was using. My friend Christian did gift this one to me. I don't know if I said that in the beginning, but it was Christian who gave me this one. He is super, super sweet, and I am beyond grateful for this deck, especially for opening my eyes to how much I love it. I'm so blown away. I feel like I've said that like 10 times, but I'm so blown away by this deck. So I'm super grateful to Christian for this deck. Right now, it does not have a cute little velvet bag like most of my decks. It's in one of these little clear bags because I ran out of velvet bags, but I do believe my aunt is making bags at some point. and I might showcase those for you guys as well at some point, because she already made me one and it's super cute. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about this one. So if you guys like this video, big thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, that's cool, thumbs down. You don't have to like my video. And why don't you tell me in the comments what you think about this deck? Were you thinking about getting this deck? Do you like this deck more than other Rider-Waite decks? And yeah, thank you so much for spending a minute here with me this morning. I am so excited to be done with all these deck reviews. I didn't realize we were done already, so that's really cool. Big thumbs up if you're happy that we're done with the deck reviews, because I know it gets kind of stale when you get just... I try to do them one a day, that way, you know, I get them all out, as opposed to sending out the 3 that I recorded that day, but... I know when I'm watching them back too, I'm just kind of like, okay, it's a deck of cards. I get it. You got another deck of cards. I get it. So I totally understand, especially if you guys don't want to watch them all right away, because that does happen. So I did create a playlist for you guys if you don't have the time to watch all of them, if you want to just catch one at a time. I did make playlists down there. So there is one for readings, there is one for lifestyle, there is one for my tarot deck reviews, and there's another one for my aunt's channel called the Dream Yourself Awake Tarot. So if you guys ever want to just play that playlist, let it go, listen to all of them, that's cool. You can always do that. Those are there for your viewing pleasure. I try to immediately put them all into playlists. That way none of them get missed if you guys want to play those playlists like that. So I am beyond grateful to all of my beautiful souls in my Wicca for Beginners group, and thank you so much to those of you that have been watching, sharing, interacting my videos. I'm so excited. We are doing so great, and we're steadily climbing, so I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are the absolute best, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Namaste.